Have you ever considered or imagined education to be an industrially manufactured product? What industrial concepts can you relate with distance education? Several concepts of industrialization have been associated with distance education. How do they relate to distance education? Distance education can be directly compared to an industrial product. The preparatory phase in both concepts are increasingly important. Success and effectiveness of both are brought about by systematic planning and organization. Industrial work processes and DE courses must be formalized while products and students' expectations be standardized. Production and teaching processes are largely objectified, such that each developmental step towards increased mechanization as well as the function of academics teaching at a distance have changed the function of those involved in the production process, as well as the function change of university teachers in conventional teaching. Both can be economical with a concentration of development work and of available resources, as well as a centralization of technical equipment and administration. According to Peter Rackett, this industrialized stage of development in distance education is described as Fordism, after the mass production of cars. Peter's 1998 110 states that teaching, like an industrially manufactured product, became a product that could be altered and optimized and above all sold, not just locally, but anywhere. He also said that while traditionally the teaching responsibility is undertaken by a single hand, today the industrialization of teaching has a division of labor controlled by a central bureaucracy carried out by many hands and at different times and locations. In the production of learning materials, for instance, a team works together to produce written modules. The team includes content specialists or writers, instructional designers, editors, graphic artists, and formatting experts. Other examples of how distance education is industrialized include the process of students submitting their assignments through a computer, which are then assessed and marked by teachers, when administrative matters like registration, payment of fees, completion, scheduling of exams, etc. are done online and handled by administrative staff who are oriented to the distance education mode of learning. This system, likened to an assembly line in the industrialized production of goods, works efficiently as long as the teams that make it up perform according to a production schedule. Just as the world moves beyond the industrial era and forward into the era of information and communication, so has the industrialized character of distance education undergone a welcome change. Neo-industrialization and neo-Fordism has reshaped industrialization through product innovation and process variability. Consumers of today know what they want, so the goal is to produce just enough to meet their demands and not produce in such large volumes. Goods are now produced on demand and in time. Smaller teams are formed in neo-industrialization, and the hierarchical forms of organization are replaced by horizontal networks of relationships, by Peters 1998 114. Short-term minor courses replace major courses in neo-industrial teaching and learning to meet the needs of students, and are easily revised since learning materials are not produced in large volumes. Peters 1998 117. Teaching has more face-to-face sessions in study centers. Students are expected to take a more proactive part in the planning and development of courses by making their needs known. Peters recommends mixed-mode universities or a fusion of distance learning and traditional teaching institutions. Can you identify practical differences between Fordism and Neo-Fordism in teaching and learning? According to Campion 1991, as cited by Peters 1998 119, distance education would become more decentralized, more democratic, more oriented to co-determination, more open, and more flexible in post-industrialization. How do you think this would look like? Can you describe your version of post-industrialization teaching and learning? You may reflect on these questions before you continue watching this video.